This is Lucky Star Pie, World of Tanks Console CC, and welcome to the brief explanation of the Loaded Dice event. Reading off the Wargaming articles, it describes the event thusly. When you play, penetration damage and burn damage are calculated in-game within a range around their listed average value. This is the thing you are cursing at when you yell at RNG. Every time you hit your opponent, the amount of armor that your shells penetrate and the amount of damage that you can deal is within a plus or minus 25% range from the displayed average. For example, if your pen is 100 average, this means that in-game you have a chance with every hit for your pen to be calculated between 75 and 125. During the Loaded Dice event, your pen will consistently be 100. This RNG factor is also true for your damage. In the Loaded Dice event, your damage range, however, is reduced to 10%. If your average damage was 100, it will change from 75 to 125, in-game to 90 to 110. Reducing low rolls and high rolls, but giving you a more consistent damage feel. As a note, splash damage will still vary as the splash damage dealt is determined by the armor's thickness. As for the burn damage, the plus or minus 25% is removed and the damage per second of burns will no longer vary and will provide a more consistent burn. The length of the burn will continue to vary and each vehicle still has its own burn damage per second factor. Bring out those fire extinguishers. Now is not the time to rely on RNG to save you. As a heads up, your reticle can be your best friend. While the Loaded Dice event is active, your reticle color gives you valuable information. When red, that means you have a 100% chance to penetrate the armor you are looking at. Your aim determines if that armor is even hit. If you're aiming at spaced armor, the red indicates you will pen that spaced armor, but doesn't mean anything about what's behind it. The reticle is only valid for the exact panel of armor you are looking at. If the reticle is orange, you have a 50% chance to pen. Yellow, you have a 0% chance to pen. So keep all this in mind for the week the event is active. This is a unique opportunity to try out different tanks and see how these differences actually affect the tank's playability. Well, we'll see you out there, Commander.